This is the story of a man who made an entire neighborhood live in fear. His name was Akku Yadav. For more than 13 years, he committed horrible crimes, especially against women, and no one stopped him. The police, the courts, the government all failed. But one day, the people decided they had enough. What happened next shocked the entire country and made headlines across the world. This is the true story of Kasturba Nagar, Nagpur. Akku Yadav began his criminal career in the early 1990s. He lived in Kasturba Nagar, a slum in Nagpur, Maharashtra. He wasn't alone. He formed a gang of local men, and together they started with small robberies. But over time, the crimes became more violent. Akku began to rape women, young girls, married women, old women. No one was safe. More than 40 women came forward over the years, saying Akku had raped or assaulted them. But there were many more who stayed silent out of fear. He also tortured families, broke into homes, and beat people who resisted him. He often stripped women naked in public to humiliate them. If anyone tried to go to the police, he would find out and punish them. He had eyes and ears everywhere. People were so scared that they stopped sending their daughters to school. Many families lived like prisoners in their own homes. Despite all the crimes, Akku Yadav was never truly punished. Why? Because the police were on his side. He gave them bribes. He also gave them information about other criminals, so they protected him. When women went to the police to complain, they were insulted or told to go back home. Some were laughed at. Others were threatened. One woman said, "The police told me that Akku is a good man. They said I was lying." In some cases, women who filed complaints were later attacked, even more brutally. The message was clear: don't speak up. Many officers were afraid of losing their bribes and their power. The legal system failed the people completely. In 2004, one woman changed everything. Her name was Usha Narayane. She was educated and worked at a government hostel. Unlike many others in her area, she wasn't afraid to speak up. One day, Akku tried to threaten her and said he would do to her what he had done to many others. But Usha refused to be scared. She ran home, locked herself inside, turned on the gas, and held a matchstick in her hand. She told the people outside, "If anyone tries to enter, I will blow us all up." This act of courage shook the neighborhood. People saw hope. They realized they didn't have to live in fear anymore. Usha's bravery gave the people the strength to stand together. On August 13th, 2004, Akku Yadav was brought to the Nagpur District Court for a hearing. But what he didn't know was that the women of Kasturba Nagar had made a plan. More than 200 women gathered inside the courtroom that day. Many had been his victims. They came prepared. They brought chili powder to blind him, stones to hit him, and small knives hidden in their clothes. As soon as Akku entered, someone threw the chili powder in his eyes. He screamed, but before he could react, the women rushed him. They stabbed him again and again. Over 70 wounds were found on his body. They hit him with stones, slippers, and shoes. Someone cut off his genitals. Others poured hot oil and acid. In just 15 minutes, the man who had terrified them for years was dead. The police and the court staff did nothing. Some later said they understood why it happened. Others were simply too shocked to move. When the news of the courtroom killing broke, it spread across India. People were divided. Some called the women cold-blooded murderers. Others said they were warriors who did what the law could not. 5 women were arrested. But when police questioned them, no one confessed. The entire community refused to name names. They said, "We all killed him. We were all victims." Lawyers came forward to help them for free. Human rights activists supported them. Over time, all 5 women were released. No one was ever punished for the lynching. This case created a storm in Indian legal and moral thinking. Is it okay for people to take the law into their own hands? Is mob justice really justice? Some experts said no. They warned that if this happens often, it could lead to lawlessness. Others said, when the system fails over and over again, people have no other choice. For the women of Kasturba Nagar, it wasn't about revenge. It was about safety. It was about stopping a monster when no one else would. Today, the people of Kasturba Nagar still talk about what happened. They remember the pain, but they also remember the courage. Women now walk with confidence. Girls go to school. The fear that once filled the streets is gone. The story of Akku Yadav is not just about one criminal. It is about an entire community that decided enough was enough. It is about standing up, even when the system stays silent. Thank you for watching. Stories like these remind us that courage can come from the most unexpected places. If you believe in truth, justice, and the power of people, share this story. Subscribe for more real stories from India and the world.